Let's talk about the connection or disconnection of attitudes with values. The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes. That was William James. First, let's distinguish attitudes from impression management. Attitudes are sets of feelings, beliefs, and behaviors, especially toward particular objects, persons, or events. So you have an attitude about a certain person, or people in general, certain situations, certain policies, and so forth. Now, impression management is an attempt to control how others perceive us by displaying false or misleading attitudes. Genuine attitudes motivate and guide autopilot behavior. That's what we do automatically without thinking about it. And it does that even when no one is looking. Attitudes reflect values or lack of values. For example, with an attitude of connection, partners feel connected when they're apart and when they disagree. They still think in terms of we, us, and ours, even when they disagree and even when they're apart. That's because their attitude is of connection. Optimistic attitudes they focus on improving rather than complaining. Attitudes of fairness, they strive to be fair. So you have to really strive to be fair, because in autopilot, we're not fair. We're sensitive to when other people are unfair to us, but not so sensitive to when we're being unfair. You've got to stop and reflect if you're being unfair. But with that attitude of fairness, it becomes closer to autopilot. I don't think it ever becomes autopilot, but you get closer. An attitude of equality. All people deserve respect and fair treatment. An attitude of compassionate assertiveness, and that's what we train people to do in our boot camps. That's standing up for your rights, privileges, and preferences in ways that respect the equal rights, privileges, and preferences of others. Now, of course, there are negative attitudes, and those are mostly resentful, entitled, special consideration. I have a right to this. My right is superior to yours. Demanding, and superiority or inferiority. And those are really opposite sides of the same coin. To improve behavior or eliminate undesired behavior, focus on altering attitudes, not temporary feelings. Feelings are convoluted. They've got lots of different elements to them, some of them physiological, time of day, level of physical resources, tired, hungry, and all of that gets confused with the psychological state. So to improve behavior, focus on the attitudes. Here are examples. An attitude of resentment can be changed to an attitude of connection, and you'll like that much better. Entitlement can be changed to an attitude of fairness. You'll like that better. Superior or inferior attitudes can be changed to an attitude of equality. And genuine self-esteem is not about feeling superior or inferior. It's about feeling equal. And think about that. When you feel really good about yourself, you're not pretending to be superior to someone. You're not feeling inferior. You're feeling equal. And demanding attitude can be changed to a compassionate, assertive attitude. The good life is when your attitudes match your deeper values.